Oh, this is sensational. Wow. Welcome back to the channel. Currently in the shade at the moment, but this is something like winter's meant to be, as we'd expect for mid-December anyway. It's a little bit frosty underfoot, and I think when I left the car the temperature was around about 3 degrees, so I'm anticipating a long and possibly very cold night. So I've started off in Langdale again, and because I've started around midday, I don't have a massive amount of daylight left, so I'm doing a relatively short walk. But I'm going to climb Lingmoor Fell, and all being well, I'm going to spend a night on there. I was really taken aback with the response to my last video where I spent some time reviewing my winter kit. A lot of people commented suggesting where I could make a few savings in terms of weight without necessarily spending a great deal of money. I've taken that on board, and my pack weighed in last night just short of 12 kilos. That's before food. So I was really happy with that, and I have to say already, I can tell the difference. Right, I'm coming to a section that's known as Fat Man's Agony, and when you see the size of the gap that I've got to squeeze through, you will understand. Take a look at that. Well, me and the pack aren't getting through there, and there's kind of no easy way around, so I think the pack's going to have to come off. Bring you back in a moment. Right, I've got about an hour and a half's worth of daylight left. I'm not too far from the summit of Lingmoor Fell, and you can see in the background there's the tarn. Probably been my best water source as well. I think there's an outflow from it. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave my pack here, walk the 5 or 10 minutes, bag the summit, and then come back and continue where I left off. You even see some snow on the fells beyond. Amazing. Right, I need to get cracking. Wow, this is just incredible. The views are amazing. Wow, you can see right the way over to Windermere there. Looks to be someone's already got a pitch early doors. Cracking. So at 469 metres, this is the summit of Lingmoor Fell. I'm not going to linger here. I'm going to go back down to my pack and then make towards the tarn, get some water, get the tent up, get some food on. Oh, this is sensational. Wow. So I'm all set up inside, and to be fair, it didn't take long. And I'm not too far from a decent water source either. So I managed to get myself a 2 litre squeeze pack. So I've got loads of water. I didn't have to carry anything in with me, and that feels great. So what I'm going to do, I'm starting to lose a bit of light and it's starting to get a little bit cold, but the colours are just absolutely amazing. Oh, what a view. I'm going to wake up to a view of the Langdale Pikes, Bow Fell, Hess Crag and the Crinkles. Doesn't get any better than that. This is amazing, but I want to get my warm clothing on and then I want to start getting a brew on and start doing some cooking as well, because I am pretty hungry. So I'm nicely wrapped up in the down gear now, and it's fairly mild, and it's mild enough, believe it or not, to sit with a tent completely open. I can enjoy these fantastic views and just boil the water in readiness for my hippie tea. And for tonight's dinner, I've got a bachelor pasta and sauce, which I've put into this used pouch before, so it's not a fire pot meal. You know the drill, I like to keep it cheap where I can. For afters, I've got an army ration pack cinnamon cake. That's been hanging around for a while. I'm just checking the best before date. I think I should be all right. So I'm not going to have any pudding tonight, but what I am going to do is I am going to fry some flatbread in this new frying pan that I've got. It's a titanium Torx one. I did practice at home. They're really tasty. I just hope I can do that out on the fells. Brilliant. Oh, that's good. Starting to cook really nicely. So yeah, so the ingredients for this were pretty simple. Just some flour, some natural yogurt and some cumin seeds. I might even call this section cooking with crag rat. So it smells pretty good. Let's see what the taste is like. Now that is superb, and it will go down a treat. With this cheesy pasta. Wow, I really feel like I'm living now. And it's about 4:10 now, and you can just see the lights faded. I'm just using a little bit of light, but what a way to end the day. Dan, if you're watching, you've really missed out this time, pal. Well, even if I do say so myself, the tea was quite delicious. And I'm expecting a comment from Mr. Ian about the time that I tried to dry fry an egg in the youth hostel in Osmotherley to set all the smoke alarms off. Well, it wasn't quite like that, was it? I'm going to have another sleepy tea bag and just make the best of the evening. I'll show you the temperature. It is now about 2 degrees, so pretty cold, but there's no wind, and I think that's made a difference. And even though it's still early, I don't think I'll take much rocking tonight. Pretty tired. I've been on the go most of the day before I even got here, so I'm looking forward to a decent night in the tent. Don't forget to leave a thumbs up, leave a comment. I was absolutely taken aback by the amount of interaction that I got on the last video. I certainly wasn't expecting it, and I do appreciate everyone who took the time to leave a comment and just pass on the wisdom. Feels like I'm almost brand new to this. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel. And all these things, all that interaction just helps the channel grow and reach more people. That's what it's all about. I know it's still early, but I do have a long night in the tent ahead of me. And unless anything happens, I'll bring you back first thing in the morning. So good morning, it's about 7 o'clock. I slept really well last night. Woke up once, about 4:30. And I dozed back off thinking, oh, I'll wake up, it'll be about 6. And it was 7 o'clock. So I've got a brew on here, and I've got my porridge as well. I'm going to get that straight away because I want to get packed up as quickly as I can and then get off the hill. It wasn't a particularly cold night. It's about 1 degree outside. It has warmed up slightly. I think that's because the tent's warmed up as well. But I was really warm last night. I did use some of those foot warmers that you peel off and put on the underside of your socks. They kept my toes really warm last night. I really appreciated having those, so I'll definitely be bringing those again. What a great night. I feel really rested, really relaxed. So I'm going to get this eaten, and then I'll bring you back once I'm packed away. Well, walking and talking haven't gone together well this morning. Decided just to concentrate on where I need to place my feet because it's really iced up and I've had to put my spikes on in places. I don't know whether that's overkill or what, but if I've got them, I might as well use them. We'll just see how we go. So far, so good. I think what I'll do is get as far as just before Fat Man's Agony, and then there's a steep path that'll take me down to the valley bottom. I'll pick up the road and then I can rejoin the path that takes me to Old Dungeon Gill. I think that's the way it's going to go today. So it was just a bit before this point yesterday where I met a guy called Ryan who was also camping out last night. He opted for a spot closer to the top of Lingmoor Fell. Man, I hope you had a good sunset last night. Colours look superb. I think this is pretty much near to where I need to make a choice now. Just want to get off this as quickly as I possibly can. Right, let's see if I can get some breakfast. Well, I didn't make it in time for breakfast, so I guess I'll just have to drive straight home. But I did get a takeaway coffee, so my journey home won't be too unpleasant. So if you've enjoyed the video, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment, and if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you next time.